Let's talk about legacy swatch panel on Photoshop. So, well, before that, I would like to take us to pick colors from Adobe color website. So now, let's enter the web address color.adobe.com, color.adobe.com. So right here, then we click enter. Now this is what we are. So what the website does is it helps us pick our colors. It helps you to define the particular color you want to use. It guides you. These are the rules we discussed about the analogous, monochromatic, and all I will discuss in the previous video. So now this website, this is the color wheel as you can see, and this is what we call color palette. This is what we call palettes. It has shades of different colors. It has colors, different color, not just shades also. As colors where you can pick a particular color and go and use on your Photoshop, your InDesign or Illustrator. So now let's search for a particular color to use. So I can decide to change the rule I'll be using. If I'm using monochromatic, that means I'll just use shades of a single color. Triad, can use this, or complementary color. So if I'm using complementary color or split complementary color, which is the usual the usual isosceles triangle rule. So I'm using the complementary color, then I can still modify and adjust this depending on what I want to modify it. So I can modify this depending on that. So if I'm using this, then I can save it up. In my library. But before that, you have to create an account on Adobe. So Adobe will prompt you to create an account. So that you can have a particular account and you can save all your color palettes there. Can save it. So you go to your library and check your color palette. Also, you can explore existing color palettes, which is basically what I do most times. I don't really come to the create. I come to explore, then I just, if I'm working with a particular color, I can search that color, blue, green, blue, and then it will give me all the colors of blue or shades of blue, and I can see their real life images where they come from. This is a perfect example now. If I click this now, then this is the real life example of it. Then I can see X code for the color. I can copy the X code. I can see the X code for that color. Then see if I can add to my library. I can save as a JPG or whichever one I want. So I've added it to my library. These are the S color. I can copy the S color, whichever one I want. Then after saving to your library or downloading, now let's go to Photoshop and work with them. So on Photoshop, then you come to your Windows and you turn on the swatches panel. There is the swatches panel. This is the default swatches panel for Photoshop. Then I can create a new swatch. Can come here, double click, pick a particular color. So now this is a color here. Then I will click on create new swatch. Then I can call it blue by me. Then okay. Then I've added this to my library. So if I have this, I can keep adding more. So what this actually does for me is help me save for this particular project and for the next project that I have. That's what it does. It helps me keep saving and saving and saving. So back to our swatch panel. Now let's relate it with what we did on Adobe website. So I downloaded the file here, open in folder. Then I can drag and drop on this project. Now I have it in this project. After dragging and dropping, then I can just come here, double click this color picker to pick the particular color I want. Okay, and I can save that one also, give it a name, green or green YYP or something. Let's say I can save it up now. Now I have two. Then I can decide to create a folder and save this my color swatch into just one particular folder. Create new group, my colors. Then select this and drag, select, hold on control to select and drag and drop in it. Then I know these are my own color. Also about this, we can see more information about these particular colors. We can see more information on them. This is the hex code that I copied the other time, and this is the RGB code. So to make use of that, you can come here, input. In case you're working with an S code, you just input BF, which is this BF988A for a particular color. That whichever method you want to, maybe you want to use color picker to pick it. Now it has changed, and I can save up this swatch, then give it the name brown. Then it's going to save. Now it's not saving in the group. I can drag it in the group. So on the same thing applied to the RGB. Let's work with this RGB. Let's use the RGB now. And RGB is 33 and G is 53 and B is 166. Okay, and I have the exact color that I can save up and use in my later project. The green, the blue. Then after that, I don't really need this anymore, so I can just come to my layer panel and hide it. So to apply the particular color on any of the elements in the design, we can come, touch it, or click it on the layout tab, then just click the particular color you want. Then I'm clicking this now. Then also for every other ones, we can click and drag and drop for background. So that is how to use swatch panels on Photoshop. Thank you. See you in the next video.